What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. Um, in this presentation, guys, here we're going to talk about an incident that happened between two brothers. Two brothers were helping their mother move, and they were helping their mother move, and they got into an argument, which led to one of them killing the brother. Um, he shot and killed his brother right in front of their mother, who couldn't do anything to help. He killed his brother over a stupid argument. I don't know what these guys were arguing over, but they were helping their mother move into a new home. The mother was holding one of the son's daughter in the midst of this fiasco, and mayhem erupted. The boy said that he blacked out. He didn't mean to shoot his brother and kill him. But how do you? If you shoot somebody 16 times, they say he shot his brother 16 times. He meant to do it. He really and truly meant to do this. I don't know what these guys were arguing over. I know a lot of guys, especially men. A lot of men don't have what you call effective conflict resolution skills. It probably was over some foolishness. The argument was over some BS. More than likely, it wasn't nothing that was worth killing no one over. Nothing is worth killing no one over. Unless it's someone trying to harm your family or whatever, it's different. That's a different case scenario. But for this young guy to murder his brother like this in cold blood, there's no excuse for this. And he did it over a simple argument. This was over a simple argument. But like I say, a lot of guys don't have what you call effective conflict resolution skills. To murder your brother, to gun your brother down in front of your mom, that's a lot of underlying hatred right there. I don't believe these two brothers were close. I believe it's more to the story that they're not telling us. I believe there was already some tension brewing between these two brothers, and one of the brothers ended up killing the other brother. But stories like this, guys, just go to show you that relatives, you can't trust them either. My buddy always tell me you can't trust your own relatives. Just because someone is a relative, that don't mean they love you, and that don't mean they care for you. That don't mean they love you. This dude killed his own brother. So you got to think, if your own brother will murder you, don't put nothing past nobody. This is why these stories like this just prove that relatives do not care for you, and relatives can have some underlying hatred for you as well. I truly believe that these brothers were not close, and I believe there was already some beef between these two brothers, because for a brother to just murder his own brother like that in cold blood, it's inexcusable. But you guys let me know what you think about this story. Do you think it's more to the story? Because I definitely think it's more to this story. I definitely think it's more to this story. But you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this case. Just go to show you can't even trust your own family. You gotta be careful with your own relatives. What's going on now? Yeah. Yeah, but stories like this just go to show you guys, you can't even trust your own relatives. If your own brother will take you out, that means you can't trust nobody. I mean, this guy got taken out by his own brother, murdered in cold blood. And you know what? And you know what? The brother that killed his brother is going to spend 23 years in prison. Now, he's going to have to sit in a cell for 23 years. Whole life gone. Whole life will never be the same. All over some foolishness that could have been avoided. Because whatever these guys were arguing over, it wasn't worth it for it to escalate to murder. It was not worth it for it to escalate to this. But this just go to show you that your own relatives will take your behind out. Stories like this prove to me that, yeah, it's very possible. Your own relatives can have some underlying hatred towards you, and your own relatives can end up being the one to end your chapter. And I'm pretty sure the other brother that was murdered, he didn't see this coming. He more than likely, he didn't think that his own brother would end up killing him. And you know what? Stories like this just confirm why I don't deal with my relatives. I don't deal with my relatives. I don't deal with my relatives because I had to understand that just because someone is a relative, it doesn't mean they care for you. It doesn't mean they love you. It doesn't mean they want to see you become all that you can be. Just because someone is a relative, they could hate you. And I had to understand you got to be careful with these so-called relatives, because these so-called relatives that you think got love for you, just like this story right here, you know, this guy got killed by his own brother. Stories like this just go to show you that your own relatives will kill your behind. This is why I don't trust nobody. This is why I don't deal with my relatives. I don't deal with my relatives, you know. And I just would love to become a millionaire so I could really see how fake my relatives are. Oh, Brandon, I love you. Because, you know, once you got money and you're living good, everybody want to come around and celebrate you then. That's why I want to be a millionaire. Because money will show me how fake people are even more. Even when it comes to these so-called relatives. People who never call you, people who don't show you no love. I would love to see how they treat me if I was a millionaire. Don't try to join my team if I was a millionaire. Keep that same negative energy. Still keep that same energy that you got. Never calling a person, never reaching out to a person, never showing a person no type of attention at all. Keep that same energy. That's the attitude I got. You know? Keep that same energy. Don't try to come around me and want to celebrate and be cool because you see that I'm rich now. Because I know how a lot of relatives are. You know, they see you doing well. They see you successful. Now they want to come around and celebrate you. But prior to that, you never heard from these people. These people treated you like you was a stranger. My attitude is keep that same energy. Keep the same energy of not reaching out to a person. Keep the same energy of not calling a person, not showing a person no type of recognition. Keep that same energy. That's my attitude. That's why I would love to be a millionaire, because it will expose how fake people are even more. You know? But RIP to this young man who lost his life at the hands of his brother. Stories like this just go to show you that just because somebody is a relative, that don't mean they got love for you. And they could be the very one that could make you see. They could be the very one that can make you see your demise. But you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this story. You know, I know the mother is just heartbroken. One son dead. One son going to prison for a very long time. You know, all over an argument that could have been prevented. That's why I say a lot of young people, especially in the urban community, a lot of young people need to learn effective A lot of people in general need to learn how to just walk away. An argument is not worth killing someone over. Some people just allow their emotions to get the best of them. But you guys have a good evening. Happy Saturday. Talk to you soon. Sad, sad stuff. Even your own relatives can be an enemy. This story proves it, guys. Leave your comments. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Donate to the Cash App, $Brandon Lock 125. Have a good evening.